You're muted, Miss Cleveland. Do you have another device close by? Because I hear a reverb.
Um, no.
Can't hear you, Miss Cleveland.
Welcome all. 36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Shannon A. Holmes presiding. During this Zoom court proceeding, there will be no gum chewing, eating, drinking, smoking, or talking. Also, you're required to be dressed appropriately for court. No do-rags, hats, pajamas, low-cut tops, spaghetti string tops, or underclothes to be visible. If you have any additional electronic devices, please silence them or turn them off now. Thank you all in advance for your compliance, and good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Please do not unmute your device. If I have muted you, I have a lot of background noise that's going on. I'm asking everyone, mute your device this morning. And if I mute you, please do not unmute yourself. There's somebody that's on an LG Stylo 6 with a gray hoodie on. You need to mute yourself. Thank you so much. I need you to mute yourself. You're not muted. All right, thank you. He's still just sitting there that I'm gonna remove him from my courtroom. All right. I am ready to proceed. I'll start first with the attorneys. Again, good morning to everyone. Thank you, Ms. Tomasi, for serving on today. Good morning to the staff in the courtroom. Thank you for serving on today. All right, and I am ready for the attorneys to place their appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Reed. I can see you, I can hear you, and I am granting your motion.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, we thank you for that. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court and Veterans Treatment Court defense attorney. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and I am granting your motion as well. I'll have the case managers place your appearance on the record at this time. Mr. Griffin, we'll start with you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Robbs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robbs, Veterans Treatment Court Case Manager.
Good morning, Ms. Robbs. And then I see Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey, Sobriety Court Case Manager, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. And then Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, Case Manager for Special Court.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. I also see that our veteran mentor, Mr. Scott, is on. Mr. Scott, if you could unmute and place your appearance on the record.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Kevin Scott, veteran mentor.
All right, thank you, and good morning, Mr. Scott. All right, Miss Drew, I am not certain if everybody who is on this morning, if they are in the appropriate courtroom. If your notice does not say that you're supposed to see Judge Shannon A. Holmes, I am placing the courtroom number in the record or in the chat at this time. Please make sure you call the courtroom and speak with my clerk so that she can direct you in the right place. That number is 965-2280 and the area code is 313. In addition, if you do not wish to have your hearing today by way of Zoom in our virtual courtroom, which is also aired on YouTube, live on YouTube, because these are open proceedings, you also need to call that number so that you can be scheduled to physically come into the courthouse. And so it is in the chat for everyone. Again, that number is 313-965-2280. And with that, I am ready to call my first case. And my first case is Nicole Miller. Ms. Miller, where are you?
I think she's frozen.
Oh, I'm going to ask her to unmute. Let's see if that helps. Okay, Ms. Miller, we'll come back to you when we can see you. All right, I'm gonna keep moving because I lost Miss Miller. Lawrence Reed. Mr. Reed? Lawrence Reed, are you on this morning? All right, no Mr. Reed. Mr. Grunwald, I do see you. Good morning. I'm gonna ask you to unmute, please. Good morning to you, Mr. Grunwald.
Morning, ma'am.
State your name for the record.
Greg Grunwald.
All right, Mr. Grunwald, I have case number Z806-6981 for you. How are things going today?
Pretty good, not too bad.
Good. You sound like things are going pretty good. Tell me what's been going on since the last time I've seen you. It's been about 2 weeks. Well, it's been 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am. I just spoke with a therapist yesterday for the first time. We had our first Zoom meeting at the Southgate Grievance Center. We've got weekly meetings set up now. I have to start my first group meeting on Wednesday, I believe it is, at 5 p.m. I've been doing my regular drug tests, daily AA meetings, and that's about it. Just hanging out, working out, and trying to keep busy.
Very good. How did you feel about your first session with respect to treatment?
Oh, it was really quick, actually. It was just a couple. I mean, it was an hour, but it felt really quick. It was just a couple like preliminary questions and just kind of touch base and see where I'm at, what I've got going on right now in my life, and you know, it was good. It was all right. I've been speaking to the guy on the phone for a couple of weeks now, trying to get these meetings set up, and you know, yes, like I said, yesterday was our first actual session, and he seems like an all right guy. I could get along with him and be open with him, I feel.
All right. Very good. Very good. What do you think about your meetings so far?
I'm hopeful. He asked me to kind of, you know, take a minute and you know, take some personal inventory and see if I can maybe think of some things that I would like to get out of the treatment myself, rather than just going through the motions and just following the rules, basically try to find something to get out of it myself personally.
All right. Very good. That's a good thing. And have you been doing that, taking personal inventory?
Yeah, I've got a couple, you know, underlying things I know I could work on and be better as a person.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so, Mr. Grunwald, is there something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you?
Well, I've been doing this for over a year already. I have been actually lately, unprompted. I've been I don't know how it started, what gave me the idea, but I've been kind of like I guess you would say just trying to think of things to be appreciative of, whether it's just personal or you know, just things out in the world that I can appreciate, and just to try to, you know, maybe keep my spirits up and in good mood day to day.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And do you find that to be helpful to you?
Yeah, if nothing else, if nothing else, it keeps my mind occupied for, you know, maybe an hour or two, and then, you know, it's like I might space out and then, you know, come back, and, you know, like I said, 2 hours passed by already. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Anything you need us to help you with, Mr. Grunwald?
No, ma'am.
No? All right. Very good. You sound like you're on track. No issues with testing. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. And so I just want to encourage you. I'm so glad you finally had the opportunity to meet with your provider for outpatient. And so I want to encourage you to really take advantage of this opportunity. You said you've been doing this for a year. I know that you haven't been with me for a year, so I hope that this time something's going to be different. And at some point, I'd like you to share with me what that is. I don't know if you know what it is now, but I hope something will be different about this time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin?
Yep, like Mr. Grun reported, he is in outpatient treatment with Mr. Callahan. We had to take a different approach, so we're doing, which we're focusing on, getting the complete. So we're doing mental, we're doing just sobriety, substance abuse. So getting the full package. I have requested the clinical assessment. Like he said,
Wonderful, thank you.
so he this was his first appointment, so he will be attending groups and individuals. So I have made contact. Other than that, man, Mr. Gruen, I have had contact. We're talking. He's starting to open up a little more, and like you said, it's tough when people case been from 20 and we in 2021, so they've been sober for a year, but they still have to. They still need the therapy. I think that's the most important thing, So, and that's why I'm telling them just to be open and focus on it. Don't get to the haste or whatever. But my whole focus on in this program is make sure you're getting something out of this. Don't do it like he said, or Mr. Callahan told him. Don't go through just a grind. Find some purpose in it, and I think Mr. Gruen is finding some purpose. But Your Honor, he's off to a good start. Testing, no problems. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Grunwell, good report. We know it's not easy, but you sound good. Sounds like you're in a good place. Work the program. We're proud of the work that you're doing, and you should be proud of the work that you're doing. Keep it up and be safe. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, if I might say, Mr. Grunwald, I like it that you're making a self-assessment. I think that's important for people to do that from time to time. I think it's part of just being a person. So I appreciate that you're doing that and taking the time to do it. 1 or 2 hours, that's pretty good. So be proud of yourself, sir. We are proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Grunwald, do you have any questions for the team? Any of the team members?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Griffin, when do you have Mr. Grunwald coming back to see me?
Your Honor, it'll be April the 27th at 8:30 a.m.
All right, at 8:30. All right, Mr. Grunwald, it's a pleasure to see you this morning. Keep up the great work that you're doing. We're here if you need us in between time, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Take care. All right, I'm gonna go back a little bit and see if Nicole Miller is ready. Ms. Miller, I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself. There you go.
Good morning.
Good morning. State your name for the record, please.
Nicole Miller.
All right, Ms. Miller, I have the following. I have case number U304-36216. I also have case number 19409-7221. Ms. Miller, I'm going to need the case manager to update me with what's going on with Ms. Miller first. So Ms. Cleveland, is that you?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
All right. She is doing great. She is still residing over at well, she's had to move over to Hope House, but she's doing well there. She's adjusting over there. She is receiving her therapy from Share House. I have had the opportunity to speak with Miss McKinney, but I haven't received any besides the statement from Miss McKinney that she is part of the intake there. I haven't received anything. So those documents are pending for the verification of her actual intake. She's testing. Her testing is compliant. And she's just stabilizing. She talks to me. She calls me. Well, once a week is what I would like to have contact with her. But she calls me often and she wishes me a good morning and, just lets me know she's in a good place. So I'm glad to hear that.
Have you received the clinical assessment for Ms. Miller yet?
Not yet. I have to make the request when her actual therapist gets in contact with me. So that's why I'm waiting to get some information. I mean, I can ask Miss Miss McKinney, but I would like to speak with her counselor as well.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right, and so nothing that the court needs to intervene in at this time, Ms. Cleveland?
No, Your Honor.
All right, make sure you look at my message. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
Ms. Miller, you are smiling this morning. Tell me what's going on.
I have a little over 6 months clean.
Yes, can I celebrate Ms. Miller? Yeah,
Yay.
6 months. Congratulations. That certainly makes you smile, and it makes me smile too, Ms. Miller.
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently, I started my group and my counseling at Share House last Tuesday. And I've been going to meetings, working, and doing volunteer work, just keeping myself busy.
Now, when you say working, are you just referring to volunteer work?
Oh no, I work full time. I work 6 days a week.
Where do you work at, Miss Miller?
I work at Packray and E-Course. It's we do car parts for Fords.
All right, and how's work going?
Good, busy. I'm
Okay.
here now.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. And it's not interfering with your work on you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because you are the priority, right?
Yes, ma'am, most definitely.
Absolutely. Clean, sober, recovery, you. That's you, that's what the priority is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
I've learned that honestly, that I can't control people. I have to accept their process and what they're going through. Like, I'm speaking about that because me and my brother's relationship is just back and forth, and I've just learned to let people go through their own process and whatnot. And that's acceptance. That goes with acceptance, and that's a lot.
It is acceptance
So,
is a lot because you can't control anybody but you, right?
yes, ma'am.
There you go. And just like you have to go through your process, guess what? Other people have to go through theirs too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, be patient, be accepting. For now,
Patience is a virtue.
it is. It definitely is. All right. What do you need us to help you with, Miss Miller, if anything?
Nothing at this time, thank you.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fiken, what do you want to say to Miss Miller? It's good to see her smile this morning. I have one last question. Are they treating you well at Hope House?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I need to make sure they are. I don't know what's going on when people go to third-party providers unless you tell me. So you have to tell me, even if you don't want to tell me in court, send a message to your case manager or what have you, because that's important to me that everybody is treated well. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
All right. Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Miss Miller, on the 6 months clean. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You have to understand, you can't please everyone. You have to come first. You look good. You sound good. I think you're in a good place. Be safe. We're proud of you, Miss Miller. Thank you, Miss Miller. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much.
Your Honor, if I'm my dad, Miss Miller, it's good to see you. It was a good report. Seems like you're doing everything you ought to be doing. And keep in mind, you're doing it for yourself, not for us as much as for yourself. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Miss Cleveland, if Miss Miller does not have any questions for the team at this time, please give us a return to court date.
Your Honor, I would ask that she be brought back on Tuesday, April 20th. That's a week from now, at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Miss Miller?
Yep, April 20th, 8:30 a.m. Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am. But we are here
Yes.
if you need us before that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Enjoy your day. Good to see you and good to see you smile.
You too, and you have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, I am now ready. Let's try Lawrence Reed again. Mr. Reed, you are not on my docket, so you probably need to call the courthouse if you're still with us. Mr. Reed? Lawrence?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you will need to Does Mr. Reed sound familiar
Yes,
to
ma'am.
anyone, any of the case managers?
Your Honor, it appears that he was referred to drug treatment court according to his ROA.
Please.
Back
I never,
Hold on, sir. 1 second. Mr. Ficus, let me have you finish.
Thank you, Your Honor. So it appears that he was referred by Judge Giles to drug treatment court some time ago. I think he's in warrant status. What I can see from the ROA, it might not be correct. So I think he's, I think he's coming into drug treatment court. I don't know if he's talked to anybody, Mr. Griffin or anyone else. So that's as far as I know, Judge.
Your Honor, if I may speak, Ms. Drew did call me about this case yesterday. I did look over the ROA and everything. He was a referral from Judge Giles. He was put on your docket. We never had the opportunity to interview him or anything. The date that he was put on your docket, he didn't show up for court. So we issued a warrant remand to Judge Holmes. So that's why he here today is trying to get out of warrant status and get another court date. But we haven't had the opportunity to screen him or anything for a drug treatment court, Your Honor.
And so
He had a
Mr.
higher charge in which started off as a felony, which Judge Giles did reduce to a misdemeanor that qualified him for drug treatment court, but he never did go through the screening process. He failed to appear on your current date, Your Honor.
All right, very good.
And Judge, I'd just like to say that everything Mr. Griffin says, I agree with. That fair characterization of what happened.
Mr. Griffin, you disappeared. I don't know if you can still hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Griffin, is it possible to get Mr. Reed screened for the program, at least preliminary today? Because I'm not just going to take him out of warrant status. I'm not going to be able to just do that.
I'll reach out to Miss Rhonda, give her the case number and get the case assigned to someone for someone to reach out to him. And within the next hour or two, it'll get assigned to someone and then we can just go for them, Your Honor. So if we can just have him just be patient and let me contact Miss Rhonda and run a background check to make sure, because I only know if we even got to that process of getting to screen him. So I can get him screened today, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I know that Mr. Reed wanted to say something to me. Mr. Reed, I'm asking you to unmute your phone. I had to mute you. You had a lot of shuffling going on. So if you could unmute, there you go. What did you want to say, Mr. Reed?
yeah, see, they telling you that I failed to reappear. But back October, they gave me.
I don't want to hear about the reappear. I got
a tether on my leg. I got a tether on my leg, and they don't. The only way I'm in court today is because I found out that I had to come to court. I have to talk to my lawyer. I called her. She never answered the phone. And plus, I got a tether on my leg. Been on my leg since October.
Oh, Mr. Reed.
Yeah.
Mr. Reed, you've been referred to drug treatment court. Are you going to participate to be screened, or do I need to send you back to Judge Giles?
Okay, well, you need to send me back to Judge Giles because I haven't seen him. Because I got a tether on my leg and I don't know why it's on there.
Okay, well, it's on there because a judge thought it should be on there. And so I'd like to get Mr. Reed, Mr. Reed. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Let me take a deep breath. Mr. Reed, we're gonna get you screened and assessed for drug treatment court, okay?
Can you send me back to Judge Giles?
I can send you back to Judge Giles this morning, absolutely. Miss Drew? Miss Drew in the courthouse?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Drew,
Yes,
would you
ma'am.
please call Judge Giles?
Yes.
Tell him I said good morning. And let him know that he has a Lawrence Reed, who he referred to drug treatment court. He's appeared this morning, not on his original court date that Judge Giles gave him, and that he is asking to return to Judge Giles, and I am returning him to Judge Giles. Please put him on Judge Giles' docket, and then if you could provide the Zoom dial-in ID for Judge Giles, we want to give that to Mr. Reed so that he can dial into Judge Giles's courtroom and hear from Judge Giles. But take him off my docket. But do not take him out of warrant status, because I'm sure Judge Giles will do what he desires to do. And so,
Okay.
Mr. Reed, are you able to see your chat on your device, the device that you're using this morning?
Am I able to do what?
Are you able to see if I put a message in the chat? Are you able to see it?
I'm not, this is not my phone because I'm not familiar with these phones.
All right, so this is what I'll have you do. Do you have a pen and paper?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm gonna have you write down the ID number for Zoom so that you
Okay.
can go into Judge Giles's courtroom, and you must do it this morning, okay?
Okay.
As when you hang up from us, okay?
Okay.
All right, that number, the Zoom ID number is 360
Yeah.
439 0000. So it's 4 zeros after that.
360-439-0000.
Yes, sir. That is for Judge Giles. So I
Thank you.
need you to zoom into his courtroom, okay?
I'll make sure of that because I've been
Thank
my
you so
lawyer.
much, Mr. Reed. We're good. Zoom into his
Thank you.
courtroom. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. I am ready for Miss Benjamin. Good morning, Miss Benjamin. I'm going to ask you to unmute for me.
Good morning,
Good morning. State your name for the record.
Carolyn Benjamin.
All right, Miss Benjamin, I have the following case number for you. Case number 1805786-601. How are you this morning, Miss Benjamin?
Wonderful.
You look good. You got your hair done and you're smiling. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Does that tell me a little bit about what's going on the inside?
Well, not using drugs is one
You're
thing.
not using drugs. How does that feel, Miss Benjamin?
Wonderful.
It feels wonderful. What feels wonderful about it? Is there anything you can pinpoint that makes it feel wonderful?
I don't have that desire.
Okay.
And something is different this time. And I know that God often intervenes in our lives to give us what we need and not what we want. So it's not been a real struggle. It's kind of like I'm up for the challenge. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. You are, and you're doing it. Have you gotten into your outpatient treatment?
I did intake last week and I do the first session with the therapist tomorrow.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, because I still got some things I want to talk about that I had started working on before, but we haven't really got to the root of the issue.
All right. So that means when you go to your intake and you start your sessions, you have to be brutally honest with them about what you're thinking, what has happened, how you're feeling, so that you can get to the root of it, right?
Right.
There you go. And you're going to do that, right, Ms. Benjamin?
Oh, yeah. I don't have any problem being honest.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. You've been going to your testing?
Yes, ma'am.
And any challenges with that?
Nope. Nope.
All right. That's very, very good. What else have you been doing since I've last seen you?
I do the meetings, the NA meetings. I've been doing a lot of shopping.
Did you say shopping?
Yeah.
Did you see me? I'm like, wait a minute, Miss Benjamin. All right. Okay, so tell me about the meetings. Don't entice me with that shopping because I'm trying to pull back. I'm trying to Amazon. They reached out to me to ask me if everything was okay. So, Miss Benjamin, tell me about those meetings.
I've been doing not like crazy shopping. It's just like sometimes we forget to treat ourselves. And if we can put the poison in, my philosophy is I can buy me something instead.
Yes. Something to enhance, something that feels good, something that's productive and positive, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. What do you think of the meeting so far?
Oh, the Zoom meetings are pretty good. I wish they would just start opening up some more meetings so you could get the feel of people, the hugs that you used to get there. But for the most part, it's convenient, and I like that I can just go on anytime and find a meeting.
Okay. All right. Hopefully, if everybody does their part, Ms. Benjamin, that will happen in the near future, but it takes all of us doing what we're supposed to be doing, right?
Right.
Wearing that mask, washing our hands, staying our distance, and get the vaccine. If you
Right.
are eligible, get the vaccine. Yes, the whole team at 36th District Court in our problem-solving court, we have received the vaccine, and we did it so that we can service you all, because we know this whole setup, we're making it work, but we'd rather be in person, but it takes all of us doing our part. So hopefully you'll get to those meetings pretty soon, okay?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. What do you need us to help you with, Miss Benjamin?
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, we can do that. We need
Yeah.
you to keep doing what you're doing too.
Doing what I gotta do. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Share with the courtroom, if you can, something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you, whether it's about yourself, what brought you here, or something you've learned with respect to the program.
Well, this past week, sometimes when you're sitting alone and you think about things, when I'm dissatisfied or at ease with something somebody else is doing, it's really something about me. So I'm trying to stay focused on me and don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
Yes, ma'am. That should be your focus. Absolutely. You get the right to be selfish when you're with us, because you have to be the priority. We insist. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Miss Cleveland, I'm going to have you update me and make sure you check your messages.
Yes, Your Honor. She is reporting accurately. I'm gonna see. She is reporting accurately, and she is waiting to see her therapist tomorrow. So when she does talk to them tomorrow, I'm going to have the opportunity to find out who it is, and then I'll send further follow-up regarding a clinical assessment and all that as well. She's compliant with her testing. I am going to start talking to her weekly, because she again is new to the program, and I want to make sure that we remain connected as often as possible, so that she feels like she's truly being supported and knows that she is. And other than that, she's the 12-step meeting, she's providing evidence of the 12-step meeting, so I'm very glad to see that, and she's doing well so far.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fiken.
Thank you, Judge. Congratulations, Ms. Benton. Good report. I know you're new to the program, but you're working the program. We understand it's not easy, but we're proud of the work that you've done so far. You keep it up and be safe, Ms. Benjamin. Be safe. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Benjamin, it was a great report, and I admire your great insight that you have about yourself. It is a challenge. It's like a race. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. I think you're willing to take that on, and I appreciate that. We're very proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Benjamin, if you don't have any questions for us, Miss Cleveland is going to give us your return to court date.
Your Honor, she will be returning on April 20th via Zoom at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Miss Benjamin?
Ma'am, April 20th, 8:30.
All right, yes, ma'am, with us. If you need us in between time, don't hesitate to reach out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Right. Good to see you, Miss Benjamin.
You too, have a good one.
All right, thank you, you too. All right, Miss Macklin, I'm ready for you. I need a better view of you, like the sun is coming in or something, and so I can barely see you. There you go. Good morning, Miss Macklin.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing?
We are doing well. We're doing well. Miss Macklin, I have the following case for you. Case number 18N6213. State your full name for the record.
Hilary Macklin.
All right, Miss Macklin, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
It seems like I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. It's been a while. You been all right?
I have been doing very well, Have you been doing what you're supposed to do to stay safe in this pandemic?
You already know. Yes, I am.
Okay, all right. You know, as when the young folks check in, I have to raise my eyebrow, lean forward and everything. Y'all just
Look,
doing
I'm
some
doing
different
everything I'm
stuff.
supposed to be doing. I'm good.
Okay, Ms. Macklin. All right, I received some paperwork. I think somebody emailed it to me either very late last night or very early this morning
Mhm.
about your license.
Oh,
And so we're getting on track with that. And
yeah,
you're closer than you think. So make sure you continue to do everything you're supposed to do.
I will. I appreciate y'all so much. Like, it means so much to me.
Come on, you mean them so much to us as well. I caution you because what we've heard, it may take a little bit of time with the Secretary of State, not us, but the Secretary of State. And so we're just hoping, but we want to encourage people to not drive until they have what they need, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, very good. What have you been doing to work your program, Ms. Macklin?
The usual testing. Testing. My testing is going well. I've been making meetings on Zoom. I've been going into DRP 2 times a week still. I'm trying to be a little selfish with my time in my recovery, but my mom has been in and out of the hospital. So, you know, I'm with them a lot. And just taking it day by day.
All right, very good. I hope that your mom gets better.
Thank you.
Okay? And I'm glad that you're able to be there to give whatever assistance that you can.
Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. What have you struggled with?
Right now, I know last time I spoke to you, I was speaking to you about my anxiety. It was at ease, but then when she started getting sick,
I'm
now
sorry,
it's all
Ms.
over the
Macklin.
place.
Somebody's being disrespectful and put a hat on in my courtroom, so I'm gonna stop my video and their video, and I'll put them on last on my docket. All right, because I've asked them already at 8:15 to take that hat off in my courtroom, and so you can't be disrespectful to me on no day at no time, not at 8:15 or at 9:07 a.m. All right, I'm sorry, Ms. Macklin. Tell me what's going on.
Nothing. I'm not with Tracy Hawthorne anymore.
No. Okay.
No, I'm with a guy named Ron.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm in recovery coaching now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going there 2 times a week, and we're just basically talking about how not to get stuck in recovery. Cause he asked everybody, like, everybody that's on probation, he like, what is your plan for when you get off of probation? Mm-hmm. And I really couldn't answer that. Like, I know what I need to do, but I couldn't say it out my mouth, like, I'm gonna do this. He like, that's not a plan. Like, what is your plan? So I'm working on the plan, like dealing with my anxiety, dealing with my peers. I'm working on the plan.
Very good. Because without a plan, you plan to fail, right?
Absolutely.
So it makes sense. And so, Ms. Cleveland, some of the conversations that we've had just recently about everybody who walks out the door for graduation from specialty court should have a recovery plan. What's your plan for after court when nobody's making you do anything, nobody can force you to do anything? You still have to have a plan. You still need to have a plan for if in case I think about getting off track, I know where my resources are to get me refocused and to get me back on track or what have you.
Absolutely.
And so thank you for sharing that, because I want everybody in the courtroom, all of us, to know that's critical to making sure that what we're doing that is successful. I tell you all that all the time, we don't throw you away when you finish the program.
Absolutely not.
Part of not throwing you away is we need to know that we've equipped you with the right stuff and that you have a plan for going forward without us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So that's what I'm working on.
Good. That's good news. Good news. How's the job? Are you still working?
That's another story for a different day. Yeah, them church people something else. Some of them, I had an incident with a guy at the church. Yeah. So yeah. I'm not working there.
Okay, all right. But we're not gonna blame it on church people. We're gonna blame it on people. We're gonna say
Some people, right? Some people.
we just don't say people. We're gonna say people because somebody might get offended.
I'm sorry if I offended somebody.
Church people. We're gonna just say people.
Yeah,
All
but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, we know what you mean. No.
Yeah.
And yeah, we trust me, I know what you mean. And so look, I want to make sure you get with Ms. Cleveland because I want to make sure you have a plan with respect to employment and sustainability.
Absolutely.
Right?
Gotcha.
Okay. And so because you can do it. I know you can. And so and I know there are some opportunities that have become available. And I want you to take advantage of some opportunities, career opportunities, because you're very intelligent and you should be. Yes, you are, ma'am. Yes, you are. And so I want you to operate like I am very intelligent and I can do anything I put my mind to.
Absolutely.
All right. Very, very good. You have any questions for us? Anything you need from us?
No, I was gonna hit y'all with like an April Fool's, but I ain't gonna do that to y'all today.
Don't do it. Don't.
It's late. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Let me tell you, yesterday they hit me with enough April Fools. I keep saying, is it April Fool, April 1st?
It was April 1st. That's why I say I'm late. I ain't gonna do it.
I'm like, yeah, you got to catch me on the 1st when my mind is ready for the 1st. Today I might show out. Okay, get me in trouble, Miss Macklin. All right, let me hear from Miss Cleveland or Miss Macklin.
Just 1 second, Your Honor. Ms. Macklin did come down to the court yesterday. She brought me her paperwork for the restricted license. So when you get a chance, I sent it to your email. Just need a signature from you to send to the Secretary of State. So she did come down. So we do got that in progress, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I know I saw it and I can't remember if I signed it, but I will sign it this morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. Anything else on Miss Macklin?
Your Honor, just so you'll know, she's reporting accurately. She's doing very well. She's patiently waiting. She's patiently waited through this whole process for the restricted license. And she's indicated to me that she can wait a few weeks longer because she knows this is the right thing for her. Also, Miss Hawthorne sent me a message that she is actually completed. So I just wanted to make sure that that she understood what that meant, is that she completed her therapies with Miss Hawthorne. She's now with the recovery coach. I think his name is Ron, but I have to get something from him as well. But when you see him again, maybe ask or share my information so that he can reach out to me. And she's complying with her testing. She's speedy. She went through this program and has done so much so far. So this one, cherry on top is going to be great for her. So
yeah. As long as she's getting everything she needs, I'm good with it. I am. All right, Miss Cleveland, thank you. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Macklin, good report as usual. From the first day in the program, you worked the program, your drug testing, your counseling, you paid all your money. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. And I'm glad to hear you talking about an aftercare program. Once you leave the program, we don't give up on you, but you're doing a great job. Be proud of yourself and stay safe, Ms. Macklin. Stay safe. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Oh, you're muted, Mr. Fikens. And Mr. Pringle, please do not unmute yourself. I need everybody until it's your hearing time to stay muted. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Am I unmuted now? I think I am.
Yes, we can hear you.
Ms. Macklin, I appreciate your honesty and your directness. You've always had that about you. I know you're going to be successful in this program because you have great insight to yourself and to those around you. So keep up the great work, ma'am. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Cleveland, when do you have Miss Macklin returning?
Your Honor, she will be returning for a face-to-face on May 4th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Macklin?
I got that, May 4th.
All right, very good. Keep up the great work you're doing. Very proud of you. And let's hope that the Secretary of State will be moving a little bit, faster than they
They
have.
won't. We chilling. We waiting on them.
Okay, just wait on them. That's right. Patience. There you go. All right, Miss Macklin. Good to see you.
All
Take
right.
care.
Have a good one, y'all.
You too. All right. Okay. I am ready on Mr. Warhurst. I don't see.
Yes, Your Honor. Hello?
Oh, Mr. Warhurst had the hat, put the hat on in my courtroom. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you. Thank you, sir. Okay, I am ready on Mr. Hannah. Where's Cody Hannah? I don't see him. I'm gonna keep going.
I'm right here. Your Honor, I'm right here.
I don't see you, Mr. Hannah.
It says it won't let me turn my camera on. It says somebody has my camera disabled.
That
There we
might-
go.
There you go. All right. Good morning, Mr. Hannah.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I am doing well. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Hannah, state your name for the record.
Cody Hannah.
All right, let me just change the caption so I can know who you are. Oh, I know what happened. You were moving around and I didn't know what I was gonna see. So I turned the camera off because I be eye hustling and it takes focus. It does. I lose my focus. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have the following for Cody Hannah. I have case number U56309-620, U56309-920, U563-13120, U563-13620, U563-14120, U563-14920, U563-15020, U575-8402, U575-99320, U581-17920, U563-13420. Mr. Hannah, you've been doing well?
Yes.
All right, tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you.
Really just the same thing. Going to my therapy a lot. I mean, just keeping up with my one-on-one therapy with my therapist at Team Wellness. Going to my appointment. Like right after, I have a day off today from work, so right after this, I get off the phone with you guys. I'm going to my appointment. So nothing really too much, nothing too much different has been going on since the last time we talked.
Okay, how are things going with your living situation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. Tell me about work. Are you still, is it?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And that's going well for you?
Oh, yes. Gail's a very supportive person to me. She's been behind me since before I got in trouble. I mean, she's a great help.
Okay, very good. I'm glad to hear that.
So that was all negative. All of his tests have been negative. They report all of their test results to me. So that's good for him. Then also, the other thing is that I want him to be on the path to being promoted because he's been in the program about 190 days. He's doing very well. There's some things I do need to discuss with him to see if he's ready to go to phase 2, but that's how he's following that path to, I think he will be soon able to be promoted.
All right. Oh, wonderful. And Mr. Hannah, I don't know if you saw the message, but I do want to let you know I appreciate your honesty. It helps me when everybody's honest with me, even if they don't know what bag I'm going to come out of.
Right.
Rest assured all the time it's going to be out of a bag that helps you. It might
Yeah.
not feel good, but it's going to be to help you. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to do the job that I'm tasked with doing. So thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I understand. Like, this is part of the program I work today. I don't have to lie about anything because I'm not going to sit here and insult your intelligence, Your Honor. If you want to find out something, you're going to find it out regardless whether I tell the truth or not. So I'd rather not insult you.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
And that's how I look at it, Mr.
I mean,
and folks on here with that foolishness. I'm
right.
like, are they trying to insult my intelligence?
I did enough lying and to people the last 5 years of my life. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying not to live like that no more.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me
Yes,
hear
absolutely.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fiken.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Hannah. Good report. You're working the program. We are so proud of what you're doing because we understand it's not easy. It's hard work. You have a great attitude. We appreciate your honesty. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Be safe. And again, we are so proud of what you're doing. Thank you, Mr. Hannah. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Hannah, yeah, as you found out, honesty really is a great policy for you. I think it's true for everyone, and it tells me you're on the road to recovery when you can be honest with yourself, and that's essentially what you're saying. Even though you were honest with the judge earlier, I look at it like you're honest with yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
So keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hannah, does that work?
Absolutely. April 27th.
All right. I am ready on Mr. Twitty.
And I have a strong mind. So once I put it in my mind that I'm going to stop drinking, then it's like, that's it. I'm going to stop drinking. Like, I used to smoke weed like 7, 8 years ago. And I just quit cold turkey with no problem. I didn't, like I tell them, I don't wake up in cold sweats or like, oh my God, I need to drink. I hang around my friends a lot and they drink, on a regular. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't have to drink, I can have fun without alcohol.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Give me 1 second, please, you all. I need just 1 second. I do.
Okay.
Because maybe somebody's going to ask you, wait, how'd you get such a strong?
I tried to contact them as well, and no one has gotten back to me yet about it. And they said they were going to let the courts know that I was delinquent on my payments. And I'm like, well, I'm in a whole nother drug court program where I'm testing twice a week, for drugs and alcohol. So it's like, I'm trying to get in touch with them so I won't get punished for not being able to pay for the tether.
Right. And so, let me ask you this, Mr. Twitty, are you working?
No, but I just went to a job interview, I want to say last week for Amazon. And they gave me a little contingent offer or whatever, they got to wait till my drug screen and my background come back. But I mean, I got the background that I have. It's like Amazon, they might not hire me. I'm not going to think like that because, but I've just had like previous experience with places like that, because I have fraud on my background. And when people look at fraud, they look at it as you took something, you could take anything, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't have anything to do with me, like some retail fraud or going in the store, stealing some items. I got a hold to like some bank account information and I did what I did with that. But that's behind me though. That's
I don't have a poker face, right, Mr. Twitty? Did you see my face?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
But here's the thing. Let me tell you where I am. I wish I was recording, and maybe this is recording, because, you know, there are people in my family that laugh at me because I keep up with bank account information like a penny off, and I know what's something going down. And so that's why that was my poker face, because I firmly believe that everybody deserves a second chance, another chance, because I certainly have had one. And so maybe not in the same arena, but we've all had one, right? And so I'm hoping that you can get the job with Amazon. What I will encourage you is be honest with them. Let them know you're in a program, you're working on you're being monitored closely. You're not interested in that lifestyle anymore. And as a matter of fact, you're addressing some underlying issues that may have led you to that lifestyle. And so, hang in there. Don't get discouraged. I also want you to know that we just had a meeting, and Mr. Griffin, it just escapes me who Mr. Wade and I just met with Downtown Detroit Partnership, that there are some felony-friendly employers out there, okay? While you are working on yourself, as well as hopefully taking advantage of some of these, the new expungement laws that have come, they're in effect now, if I'm not mistaken, they are. And so I just don't want you to lose hope and think nobody's going to ever look at me in a different light. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Okay.
Yeah. And Your Honor, if I can speak, I did have contact with Anthony Jackson, one of our former participants.
Yeah.
They are looking for people to come into their program right now. So Mr. Yancey, give me his information or whatever, I can make sure I can make that contact. It's more of like a skilled trades type of thing where they're getting people apprenticeships, but it's for people with felonies and different things like that. It's through the state of Michigan. It's funded. And they don't look at the record. They just look at the person. If you're willing to work, they can get you to work. So, Mr. Yancey, we can definitely get that connected. I just had a conversation with him yesterday that they're looking, about to start a new class, I think, coming up. So he can be a part of that new class if that's something that, he's interested in.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And you should know, thank you, Mr. Griffin. You should know, Mr. Twitty, that Mr. Jackson, who owns this business and this schooling and has all of these opportunities, that he is a graduate of our problem solving.
Contact with the probation supervisor in Troy.
Well, you told me, and I appreciate you telling me as well, that you missed a test. That would give me pause about whether or not I should remove that tether, because you can't miss testing. Testing is mandatory. It's the only way that I know you're on a good path, or if I need to help you, if I need to give you some assistance. So, but Mr. Yancey did indicate you were subjected to several testing opportunities. And so I'm not going to hold that one against you. Okay. All right. But I need you to make sure you're tested. Mr. Yancey, the reason I'm saying that is because if there's not a reason that you see, and he's been on it more, even though he hasn't been with us 30 days, he's been on that tether for 30 days. I don't have an issue with removing it, because if I need to put it back on, I will. But I'll put it on through problem solving court, which probably won't cost him as much as it's costing him in Troy. Okay. So I'd like to do that. So I don't have Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, do you have any objection to me removing that tether? And if I need to put it back on, I will, but it'll be through problem solving court.
No objections, Judge. I just wanted to add at this time, I did the intake with the contract with the court order with Mr. Twitty, and I realized, and I'm reflecting back on that he had an awful lot on his plate coming into the program.
Yeah.
With Troy and some other things pending. And what I don't want to see us doing is duplicating a lot of things. And if he's drug testing 3 times a week for Troy and twice a week for us, that's 5 times. That could be every day. I would like to staff this case at our next staffing meeting to see exactly where he is, because duplication is something that we don't need to do. We need drug testing. We need honest drug testing. We need reliable drug testing. I don't think we need drug testing every day if that's what he's doing. So I would definitely like to staff his case and talk to Mr. Yancey and see exactly what's going on, especially with, again, he has a lot on his plate, something pending, Troy, And so I'm concerned about that, but you're doing a good job, Mr. Twitty. Keep up the good work. No objections to removing the Twitter, and I'm through talking. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Has jurisdiction, and we share jurisdiction. And so let's see if we can resolve some of those things. Let's see.
Sure.
I can't tell Troy what to do. I can't.
And
But
Your Honor, from my understanding, we did receive the proper paperwork with Mr. Twitty that he is fully under your jurisdiction now. The case has been fully transferred. We got Mr. Wade got the paperwork. I believe it was sent to your email also. So I did do checking on it. So he is under your jurisdiction now. He's currently under your jurisdiction.
Was this the gentleman who they
and everything to you? Yep. So it's a complete transfer. The case is under your jurisdiction at this point. So
when they scanned it to me, you know what happened, Mr. Griffin? I think
I mean, not Mr. Jackson, but I think Mr. Griffin, he said, I got something else I'm dealing with in Southfield as well. And Mr. Yancey, he's been get all your documents in a row, get everything together. So when you do go to court, you can.
Then they only get 20 miles of my destination because I decided not to be truthful. Okay, I've seen it happen. People think the worst, they tell the truth, and somehow things turn out, the right way, the way they're supposed to turn out. And look, I applaud you for paying attention to you're raising sons, and they are watching you. And what they see you do, they are more likely to do what you do than to do what you tell them to do. On any day, they're going to look at you and imitate you. They don't listen to us, they imitate us. That's exactly what kids do. I don't care how old they are, they imitate us. And so tell the truth. That's what I'm going to say to you. Tell the truth.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Twitty. Look, we are going to enjoy working with you. How old are your sons?
He's going to be 12 May 5th, and my youngest son, he's 10.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Some little young men in the making.
Right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you want to set a good example for them, right?
Most definitely.
Absolutely. All right, Mr. Twitty. Mr. Yancey, when do you have Mr. Twitty coming back to see me?
Your Honor, I have him coming back on, man, I don't have my calendar with me. I believe it's April 20th.
Yes, is that 1 week?
Yes.
I want him back in 1 week. Very good. April 20th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. All right, Mr. Twitty, we have you down for 8:30 a.m. Any questions for us? No other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
All right, you too.
All right. I am ready on Mr. Pringle. If you could, I believe that's you. If you could unmute yourself for me.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Pringle. Mr. Pringle, you look like a whole different person. I didn't even recognize you. Mr. Pringle. Mr. Pringle. Okay, let me place your case number on the record, and then I'll find out what's going on with you. All right, I have case number 200-4499701. State your name for me, Mr. Pringle.
Dennis Pringle.
Mr. Pringle, what's different about you? What's going on?
Well, I'm eating better and got back into working out, and around guys that's, I'm not gonna say better or worse than me, but I'm learning from them guys because my, as far as the AA and NA meetings, I'm attending them as well. I'm not doing those things. Never really was that detrimental to my health as far as what I did indulge in, but some of these guys, things that they're doing and did. Ooh.
Yeah, but nobody wakes up and does those things just overnight, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's gradual. And by the time you get there, you don't even realize that you were on that path, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so aren't you glad that you're in a process now that you don't have to ever get there?
Twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday. Mr. Pringle. Now, I don't know what all you were doing, but I'm going to tell you, I rarely forget faces. I kept saying, who is this on this LG Style 6? The officer wrote it down. I'm like, who is that? That is, you look totally different. So whatever you were doing, it was not working for you. Today, You're not, you were kind of a little bit all over the place, a little bit.
I really opened up like I should, but I'm working on it.
Okay, in your own Mr. Pringle, you were at home when you dialed in, you had missed your court hearing or whatever, and we sent you to inpatient treatment from home. And so we had to count on you. I know that Mentor Scott facilitated that. You went above and beyond, Mentor Scott, and you know that I appreciate you. But at the end of the day, he couldn't have gotten you there without your cooperation. That's the reality of it. Yeah, we could have sent the police and all of that. But you agreed and you went. And I am impressed, Mr. Pringle. I am impressed. Yes, I am. I hope that you're ready to work this program. I hope you're really ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. My goals for you include, I want you to have stable housing, independent living. I don't want you living with somebody bouncing. I want you to have stable housing that you can afford. We're going to work with you on those things. I want you to have a plan to be in recovery so that you never have to come this way again once you leave us. We're going to work with you on that. How does that sound to you?
It sounds great. That's what I'm working on, because it's something I've been chasing, my DD 214, so they can reapply me for a HUD badge. And I've been chasing that for months. My living condition had me going back and forth. But I got here as soon as I got here. The first day I was here, I talked to someone and I got my DD 214 faxed to me. So, and that was last week. I got it immediately. So.
Yes. So you already on track. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Mentor Scott, what do you want to tell us about Mr. Pringle? I mean, he looks totally different to me. What'd you do to him on the ride to Emmanuel House?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning again. Yes, no, it was not me. I would be egregiously remiss if I didn't intimate as the thing that you just said, that Mr. Pringle, when I went to get him to transport to Emmanuel House, you could tell the apprehension in his body language, and he wasn't quite there. But as you indicated, Your Honor, he took it upon himself to take that step. And that's what I stressed to him, that if you just take this step and get to where you can be stable and be around other individuals. And also, I have to also mention Ms. Robbs also played an integral role in getting Mr. Pringle there to E-House. So kudos to Ms. Robbs as well. I thought that was Jennifer Hudson at first when I looked, but it is Ms. Robbs.
It's Ms. Robbs.
Yeah, Mr. Pringle does look fantastic. His attitude is, as you said, is much better than it was from day one. He looks happy. I mean, he really looks happy, and you can tell that. So just like, and the last thing I'll say, Your Honor, is I just told him, trust the process, because it is a process. You can't expedite or circumvent the process, because the process has proven that it does work. So I'm excited for Mr. Pringle. He brought me his DD 214 down to the VA yesterday to take care of the things that are going to benefit him, like the HUD badge voucher, like he indicated. So he's putting in the work, Your Honor. He really is.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Mentor Scott. Ms. Todd.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Tell me what's going on with Mr. Pringle.
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Pringle is doing really well. I was able to speak with Mr. Kushiri, who provided some information. He did indicate, Your Honor, that he is in compliance completely at Emmanuel House with his group and individual sessions for his substance use disorder program, that a CWT consult had been sent over to the VA, which for him to begin work there, just waiting on results. All of his screenings have been negative, and he is looking into housing, stable housing for Mr. Pringle. I did request the assessments from Mr. Kashiri. He provided
that they're holding over my head and I can't get past it, but I actually ultimately want to get my license together. So I spoke with Swift, drug driving school. They said once I get my license, I can come with them and they'll help me get my CDL Class A. But Taylor is my only holdup.
All right. So, Mr. Yancey, let's see what's going on with Taylor. If you can help him facilitate through that process, just point him in the right direction, see, what's the holdup, what he needs to do. And so, because he wants his ultimate goals, he wants his CDL, right, Mr. Pringle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. All right, thank you for letting us know that. And so, and probably, okay. All right, and so probably Mr. Yancey, maybe Ms. Drew will need to do the SOS and get it to the attorneys so that they are able to get a clear picture of what's going on, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Ms. Drew, if you, and about Troy, right?
I wasn't gonna forget.
And Mr. Yancey just letting me talk.
No, because I wasn't gonna forget. We all case managers for everybody. So
you all are. You are. I think what happened, Ms. Robs is she moved up to my right top. She was at the bottom. And then I continue to look at the bottom and I fixated on you, Mr. Yancey, because now you're in her spot. Okay. So, all right. So Ms. Robs, you got that. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
When do you have Mr. Pringle coming back to see me?
Your Honor, April 20th, 2021.
All right, at 8:30. You got that, Mr. Pringle?
Yes, ma'am. April 20th, 8:30.
Yes, sir. I need everybody in the courtroom before Mr. Pringle leaves us to thank Mr. Pringle for putting on the uniform and serving this country, which means he served us. So let's celebrate Mr. Pringle. Thank you, Mr. Pringle. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Pringle. I will see you next week, okay?
Look forward to it.
All right. Keep up the great work, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. All right. We have one more matter, I believe. Mr. Warhurst, I've asked you to start your video. Thank you so much. Mentor Scott, are you on this matter as well for Mr. Warhurst?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. I just want to make sure I wasn't holding you up if I didn't need to. All right, here we go. I have the following case numbers. U44746-318, U448-88318. Mr. Warhurst, please state your full name. Uh-oh, I'm going to ask you to unmute. You're muted.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
Yes, we can. Tell me your name. All right.
No.
Miss Robs, Mentor Scott.
Unfortunately, Your Honor.
All right. You got it, Your Honor.
Very good. Mentor Scott.
Seriously, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but seriously, sir, you're off to a good start. Keep up the great work. We are proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Fikes. All right, Mr. Fikes, you've been coming at Mr. Reed, and it has been hilarious.
Mr. Reed, I'll call you this afternoon. I'll apologize. Every January 1st, Mr. Reed, I will apologize to you.
Like he does. Absolutely. Yes. All right, Mr. Warhurst, you are doing a great job. I want you to keep it up. Before you leave us, Miss Robs, Mr. Warhurst would come back on April 20th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's your next date. I'll see you again next week. Before you leave us, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Warhurst for putting on the uniform and serving this country. Thank you, Mr. Warhurst. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We appreciate you and look forward to working with you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'll see you next week, Tuesday.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, take care and be safe.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
I have only one other matter left on my docket, and that's for Johnny Hicks. And I received a message that he has a doctor's appointment this morning, and Mr. Hicks is doing well. I don't think there's anything otherwise to report on Mr. Hicks. And so I agreed that I would adjourn his matter on this morning, Ms. Drew. And so, Ms. Cleveland, do you have an adjourn date for Johnny Hicks?
Is it okay if he can come back on Thursday to report? Because I have him following up on a couple of things that I was asking for him. So that would be Thursday, the 15th, April 15th at 8:30 a.m.
All right, wonderful. And make sure, because I have the courtroom muted, make sure Ms. Drew gets the new date of April 15th for Mr. Hicks. I don't have anything else on my docket. Is there anything that I've missed from the team?
No, Judge.
All right, very good. Mentor Scott, again, want to thank you this morning for serving. We appreciate you being engaged, being involved with our veterans and helping us to keep them on track, being that extra set of eyes and hands. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's my pleasure. I truly enjoy working with such distinguished group of professionals in your honors court, especially my esteemed sage fraternal, my brother, Brother Reed, and Mr. Fikens, Mr. Griffin,
Thank you,
and
Mr.
Mr.
Scott.
Yancey, and Ms. Robinson. And you too, Ms. Cleveland, even though I just enjoy it. It makes my day.
Yeah. All
Take
right.
care.
Very good. You do the same.
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Tomasi, thank you for serving today. We appreciate you.
Good to see you, Judge.
Good to see you. We'll be back at it in the morning. I don't know if you're assigned to me on tomorrow. Okay. All right. So we have a little bit different stuff going on tomorrow. I do need to know from the team, are you all in the training tomorrow from 8 to 4 with, okay, I know I'm not the only person in this training.